What's up, everybody? This is your Nerdy Boy here. Recently, on one of my duel videos, I got a comment basically saying that it looked like I was just running away the whole time. And I thought, it kind of does look like that on the surface. That's not what was going through my head at the time. A few times, yeah, I got nervous, but not always. So I thought this might be a cool opportunity to kind of analyze one of my duels and kind of showcase like what I'm thinking at the time, doing some of the stuff. Unfortunately, this did happen like a week ago, so I'm not gonna be able to 100% remember what the fuck was in my head. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to like record actual commentary since then, but I still got a good grasp of what the fuck's going on. Let's get started. So first of all, this is a pretty good spawn. Got a shotgun right here, pretty good for close range. I'm using the gun so I can at least peck at him at a distance. And right to my right is the armor. Another thing you're gonna notice, I have the music on. A lot of competitive players, they turn the music off. For me, Quake and Unreal Tournament, they're just not the same without the music. I like having the music to pump me up. So yeah, good gun and major item right here, giving me the 100 armor. This is a really good spawn for me. I don't utilize that spawn at all. Like, I just fucking go in the opposite direction. So what I did was my friend told me, I've got good rockets. We're gonna realize that later in this video, that I got good rockets. However, once my friend told me that, I'm like, shit, I should use rockets. It's like my opener. I should really focus on getting rockets because that's how I'm gonna win. Unfortunately, I'm prioritizing it a little too much. I immediately beeline rockets when I could have just gotten the fucking armor. So yeah, I'm a little mad at myself in retrospect. And since I just picked up the rockets, I'm really close to the health. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm gonna try and get that mega health. It's not there. So I know it's gonna spawn probably around 30 seconds. Because it always takes 30 seconds. Like sometime after 30 seconds it's gonna spawn. So I'm wondering, is he going to the armor? He's probably gotten the armor. He's gotten the mega health. He's probably going to get the armor. So now I'm kind of going to start shooting rockets. Stay away from him. Because he's going to be stacked. He's going to be built at this point. So I do not want to engage him. So I'm hoping to get a rocket to kind of peck at him. So I can fight indirectly. And of course I'm not getting used to the movement because this is my first real game as Doomslayer. I knew he was gonna come here. Well, I'm taking a guess. Unfortunately, I aimed a little too much to the left and I didn't get him. So now they're coming in with their full stack, and they're gonna bully the fuck out of me away from the mega health. In a desperate attempt, I'm gonna try and weaken him off, or at least kind of tell him to back off with the BFG. It's not an insta kill, but can at least do some damage. It's got a really large blast radius too. Get myself stacked up in health, get out of there. Got no rocket ammo, unfortunately. So that's why I'm going for that tribal. It's a really nice backup. And then I got that rocket ammo. So my main weapon I'm stocked up on, but I still don't got any armor. They already got a second mega health, and they still had that armor. So I gotta get out of here. They come at me, I'm like, this was a bad move. So, fortunately I got that direct, but I'm obviously backing off. And then when I noticed they backed off, I'm like, oh, shit. That direct definitely, I think, got me to win this fight. Because now I'm able to get that mega. So now I know it's the next mega is going to spawn at 141. So I'm going to try and keep that in mind. Going to try and get those bubbles so, you know, like get my BFG back. Because that's a really good ability to have. Got that armor. Now it's going to spawn at 155. And I noticed that I got like 10 seconds before the mega health spawns up, so I'm going to try and like camp this spot, try and fight them off. I got a pretty decent position having the high ground. Like it's going to be hard for them to like hit me with like rockets and shit, whereas I can just rain it down on them. So this is a good spot for me, not good for them. And since this is a very good time for me to like warm up a BFG and cover, I'm whipping it up, telling him to fuck off with it. And it's kind of working. I'm not doing it well enough to get him to like back off because he's still pecking at me with the machine gun. and I don't know the range of the lightning gun. So I'm trying to tickle him with that, but it's clearly not working because you're not seeing the fucking hit markers going off. And this was a really bad. I was so fucking close to dying. This was a really bad. I got lucky on this. He was a little better with his aim. I'd be dead. I needed to like kind of. I should not have jumped down. I should have stayed up and like continue to like just tell him to fuck off. But I think once I got that BFG shot, I was kind of like, hey, maybe I could get a kill. But hey, I was at least able to take the Mega from him. It's going to spawn at like 116, I think. Yeah, it should be like 116, 115. 215, my bad. So, I got control of that. I know armor's going to spawn at like 150, 155. So I'm kind of staying around the area. Yeah, I called it. So I'm trying to make sure they can't get the items. I'm trying to starve them out. Their timing's probably a little off at this point. I just want to make sure they can't get at me, and then they come at me, and bam, I was able to just get a nice easy kill. So now next time the health's gonna spawn at like 245. Gotta keep that in mind. So one thing I'm doing, I don't have a good armor stack. When you are at full health and armor, you can only get like 75 extra armor or health. Obviously, I didn't get that from the armor because I was pretty low at the time I picked it up. So I'm figuring I'm not going to get much benefit out of this. They can get a lot of benefit out of this. I'm going to whittle my down with like splash damage from the nail gun. Unfortunately, this is my first time really doing it in like fucking a gameplay scenario. I've seen like pros do this, so it's like I know it's a viable tactic, but I just don't know like how long it takes for me to like. I don't want to overdo it, the fucking damage, and unfortunately, I was taking too long to hit me with the rocket. They hit me with the second rocket, and I fell out of bounds and died. So I took way too long doing that. It was a bad move on my part. So now I'm back to square one. That probably startled me to the point where I don't remember the timings. Because there are a few times where I forget the timings and I'm like trying to like find out. Fortunately, I had the nail gun, so even though they caught me off guard, I can use the nail gun to kind of fuck them up, like fight them off. This was before I'd done this duel, I watched Rafa, who was like one of the top fucking Quake players, and he mentioned how the nail gun's really good to punish people chasing after you. So I started experimenting with that in this duel, and it does pay off a lot later on. And it definitely does tell them a few times, fuck off. So unfortunately, they took the Mega, and I panicked, fired my BFG. I'm in a bad spot. They're doing pretty good. Fortunately, I was able to get that armor, but they got that armor. Because you can see the armor right there, and then there's their little gun poking out. So they just not only just got the Mega from over here, now they're about to get the armor. So they're sitting at least at 100. And I'm sitting not looking very good. I need to back off. And unfortunately, they found me. I figured they found me, especially since I was firing a few rockets. So what I'm going to do, I know that area where they were this at is going to be easily leading to here. So I'm going to fire a rocket here. Bam. Direct. Got to fire another one. Bam. That armor and that health they got, gone. Any fucking confidence they would have had going into this fight, they aren't going to have anymore. So they immediately went from being aggressive to fucking off. As you can tell by them not coming at me. Now they probably realized by me running away, I'm not looking too hot either. So they come back to the fight. Fortunately, they didn't chase after me right through there because I'm pelting at them with fucking grenades. So then I, thinking, they probably expect me to run the other way. So I'm going to go back through this way because that's a dumb move. That's a really dumb move. And it paid off. So at this point, I am just looking for health. And they found me. So I'm like, oh no, and I'm dead. unlike my first spawn, I actually noticed the armor this time. So it's going to be spawning at like 13. Get my rockets. Still don't know the timing of the mega health at this point. So I'm just going to try and like collect some items while I can. Get ready. And then it spawns, so I'm able to steal that from them. I know the timing, 4:30. This will be spawning in about 4 seconds, so I take the high ground, so it's easier for me to defend myself. Bam, it spawns. I'm stacked up. I can take a fight now. This next fight's going to be on my terms, so I'm going to look for them. They fired at me. They did what I did last time and gave away their position, so I'm going to come at them. See them up there. I'm like, oh, I know how to get up there. This teleporter. Where are you? Ballsy move on their part. They followed me into the teleporter to try and telefrag me. Did not pay off. But boy, would it have hurt if it worked. And it caught me off guard. And they stole the next mega health from me. And right here, I get the kill. They stole the health from me, and I didn't notice that at the time, I believe. So, it did kind of do, like, some damage, but I was still looking pretty good at the time of the kill. And I know the timing of the armor, so I'm probably going to... Actually, at this point, I probably forgot about timings. Considering how low my health was and, like, how that took me off guard. But hey, armor spawn, I can get it. Get those cooldowns up. At this point, I'm just kind of trying to get stocked up on stuff. Because I'm not sure the timings and everything, so I can at least make sure I can get the smaller stuff. And get my good position. Unfortunately, that BFG didn't do any damage. I was hoping that would have done something. So I don't know how stocked up they are. I'm not amazing. I think at this point I knew armor was going to spawn soon. So I'm going to say you can have the health because I don't know when it spawns. But I do know armor's going to spawn right about now. And now that I got that, I can kind of get a bit more aggressive because now I know I'm a little stocked up. I don't want to go in through the front entrance and then they just take the health right there. So I know they're gonna come here. I'm gonna try and peck at them. My hit scan aim, right as you notice, is fucking terrible. Railgun I can be okay with sometimes, but you know, fucking tracing with the hit scan weapons, I'm pretty bad. So they come at me. I want to get the fuck away from it. They're doing a good number on me because they got some decent aim. My aim ain't amazing. This point, and they got me. Fortunately, mega health right here. I was able to take that, come over here. Gotta get my nail gun because that's gonna be really useful. They saw me run into here, and I know this is gonna lead right to here. So what I'm gonna do, just spray and pray this area. Look at that. Within a second, 80 damage. 80 damage. This little blue puppy got a fucking bite to him. And that would have caused him to fuck off. Because that 80 immediately caused him to be a little more defensive. Like, they definitely weren't coming at me head on. Was able to steal that armor. Gonna come up at around 7 minutes. I'm not sure if I get it, though. I kind of forget what happens at that point. Don't know when the mega health spawns. I'm just gonna kind of guard over it. I definitely didn't know it spawned because right here do I see it rewatching, but I didn't notice it at the time, and this pisses me off. Instead, I guess trying to go for the kill, and it worked. Stunt, like, just took him by surprise. Be able to get a nice freaking kill. Fucking yeah, I fucked up on that BFG. I think I just saw him out of nowhere. That was a good rocket. I still don't know how I hit that. That was a really decent one. I just, like, oh, they're probably going to go here. I should probably shoot here. I got it. They're fucking coming at me. Fortunately, Health bubbles. Once again, need to stock up. Don't want to go to the major items in a weak state because they're going to kill me. They've definitely made me want to delay going to them. Again, try and get up on ammo and stuff. Shoot rockets in the air where I think they're going to be. And try and fight this with projectiles because it's easier for me to, like, shoot than hide behind. Don't expose myself as quickly. Always a good defensive position. Unfortunately, that didn't do anything. So I need to fuck off. I'm like, you win. You got that. All of a sudden, I got the health. I got some armor. It's not amazing, but I also got the high ground. So maybe I can come back. They left. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the mega health. They were right there, though. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, bye. I don't want to fight. I don't know how you doing. I haven't been able to get a good vibe of that. They're pretty aggressive, so they're probably on a pretty decent stack at this point. That's something I definitely noticed, which does play into a mistake I make later on. Get that armor. I know the mega health spawns at this point. I probably remember the timing in the game. So then I'm making my way. Pretty good health at the moment. Once again, I'm going to try and, like, deny armor to them. So I don't want them to have that. I think armor's going to spawn soon, but I think I go over here thinking, maybe I can see them. Maybe, and they steal the armor right from under me. I'm like, oh, that was a dumb move. I fuck up on the BFG shot because I'm panicking a little bit at the fucking churn tables. I'm like, okay, maybe I can at least get the mega health. So I go here because I know it's going to spawn soon. They come right at me, and they get some good fucking hits. They chase right after me. I'm trying to, like, get away from them, and they got me. This is a bad position to be in. 20 seconds on the clock with a kill left, and they got control. Fortunately, I spawned right next to the rockets. So I need to get aggressive, no thinking. Circling the items, can I see them? Can I fuck them up? Got the nail gun, that might be really good to have. Oh, thank God, health bubbles, let me get those, and armor, okay. I can stack myself up a little bit. Oh, they're over here. I gotta try and cut them off in some way and, like, get them with a protection rocket. Fortunately, they gave me the mega health. I can really bring that hurt on. I need to stock up on rockets. They're going to be in this area. I need to try and cut them off. They didn't know the timings of the mega health. I got to try and predict where they're going to go. That was a good prediction. Got a good direct. Bam. Tied it up. 5 seconds left. Sudden death. Overtime. My IQ drops 30 points. So I'm going to stay by here. Tell them to fuck off the BFG. And it didn't work very well because they're following after me. Fortunately, I think they did fuck off due to that one rocket, but they got the armor. I'm like, okay, that's not good. I'm gonna keep spraying nail guns to try and keep them from coming after me. Luckily, able to get that mega. I still don't want to be too, like, aggressive because they're pretty aggressive, so I know they're looking pretty hot. Until here, I noticed they're running away here. This is the moment where I'm like, they gotta be weak because they always run away from me when they're weak on health. So at this point, I'm moving in. I need to go after them. They're going to come over here to get that health. I'm going to cut them off. No, you ain't. Let me chase after you. The lightning gun is really good to go after someone who's just constantly evading your shots, and they're weak. So I'm thinking, if I can finish him off with the lightning gun, I should be golden. And it's just not working. Switch the rocket. 76. They're running away from me. I'm helping them, and they just took 76 health, or damage. They gotta be close to death. So I'm gonna keep coming at them when I really shouldn't with this stack. And because of that, I lost the game. I got so focused. I just got so blindsided that I just like, oh man. I'm so close to getting this kill, and then I just lost the victory. Which is very unfortunate. That was really close. It was a really fun game though. Definitely learned a few things like rewatching this. And one more thing I want to point out This was at 164 ping. The fucking engine that Doom Edition uses has such good netcode that it does not feel like I'm on 164 ping. Like that played fucking flawlessly. Like sometimes you're gonna notice like the ping difference, but for the most part, it's pretty fucking fun. It plays pretty well. So yeah, this is some great ass netcode. But yeah, I hope this was a fun video to watch for all of you. Hopefully, it was educational to some degree. Yeah, see you guys next time.